Hi, I'm Joel Sanchez, founder and director of Crucified Life Ministries, and we're an international Messianic Hebrew roots ministry that was founded in 2004. Crucified Life Ministries has over 15 years of experience in the ministry, and over the years we've worked with the homeless on the streets of Houston, Texas, Monroe, Louisiana, and New York City, New York, as well as doing other short-term missions in Jamaica, Vietnam, Panama, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala. But since 2004, the work that Crucified Life Ministries has been doing has been focused more in the countries of Nicaragua and Costa Rica. We also have two offices. One office is located in Ruston, Louisiana, and the Costa Rican office, which is our main office, it's close to the city called Puerto Limón in Costa Rica, and it's located on the southeast side of Costa Rica on the Caribbean Sea. So what does Crucified Life Ministries do? Well, we're very diverse in the way that we function, and we currently serve and administrate the following projects that I would like to mention. The first, free of charge International Hebrew Roots Missions Training Center that equips, trains, raises up, and releases believers to fulfill their call and purpose by becoming workers in the harvest. We're also one of the co-founders, currently serving as a leader and a coordinator of the International Hebrew Roots Teens with a Mission annual youth camp for Hebrew Roots Messianic teens from the United States that we hold here in Costa Rica. We're also the co-founders, currently serving as the main leader and main coordinator of the first Hebrew Roots Teens with a Mission annual youth camp for Costa Rican teens. Another project that we're involved with is I'm the founder and editor of the publication Restoration Project Costa Rica, which is Crucified Life Ministries' monthly outreach newsletter that goes into the homes of Christian and Messianic Hebrew Roots believers in the United States. Crucified Life Ministries is also the founder and director since 2011 of a permanent annual Feast of Tabernacles celebration with Costa Rican Messianic Hebrew Roots believers. And in 2014, this permanent celebration branched out to incorporate brethren from Panama, Nicaragua, and the United States. And hopefully we will continue in this direction. We're also administrators of Beit Lechem Farm. Beit Lechem Farm is a 70-acre farm, and this farm is used to raise crops not only for my family, but to give away to needy families in the village where we live. The garden aspect of this farm is also used to teach prophecy and spiritual principles to the participants of the Missions Training Center, as well as to the viewers of Crucified Life Ministries' YouTube page. Beit Lechem Farm has also become a great witnessing tool that empowers us to not just talk Torah, but live Torah with those around us. We also use Beit Lechem Farm to host and celebrate the appointed times of Yahweh, to hold leadership meetings for the Costa Rican Association Tiendas de los Hijos de Yosef, which in English means tents of Joseph's children, which I'll explain more in a bit about that. We also use it to host leadership meetings for the teen camps, to host teens from the youth camps for a day, and to host the training center, as well as housing for the training center participants. And we also use the Beit Lechem Farm for retreats for brethren from the United States and Costa Rica, and family and friends. In 2011, Crucified Life Ministries founded, and we're currently directing, Tiendas de los Hijos de Yosef, which I've already mentioned to you in English means the tents of Joseph's children. This is a Costa Rican Messianic Hebrew Roots Association made up of different fellowships from different areas of Costa Rica. It's basically a network of people and ministries that work together to build solid, healthy relationships for natural and spiritual purposes. The vision of Tiendas de los Hijos de Yosef is to be an association made up of believers, ministers, and ministries from different communities that lay aside our pet doctrines that cause division and strife in order to walk together in unity, demonstrating our love for Yahweh and our love for our neighbor in obedience to the Torah, thus bringing glory and honor to the name of the Creator of the universe. Crucified Life Ministries also directs another group that's called Jóvenes de Tiendas, which means the teens of Tiendas de los Hijos de Yosef, the Costa Rican association that I just spoke of. But Jóvenes de Tiendas is a group of Costa Rican teens that are members of the association Tiendas de los Hijos de Yosef. And this group of teens formed themselves after the first Hebrew Roots Teens with a Mission youth camp. This group currently works twice a month with an orphanage in Moravia, Costa Rica. They travel once a month to different Messianic Hebrew Roots communities within Costa Rica to lead the full Sabbath services, which includes prayers, praise and worship, dance, and Torah study. They also lead the full Sabbath program during our annual Feast of Tabernacles celebration. And this youth group also has their own monthly newsletter publication as well. Crucified Life Ministries also frequently visits the Messianic Hebrew Roots communities that make up Tiendas de los Hijos de Yosef in order to encourage the leaders as well as members in their communities. Crucified Life Ministries doesn't usurp, rule, or control these communities. These communities are their own communities. And our job is to support and serve them by helping them go forward with accomplishing the vision that Yahweh has specifically given to each one of these fellowships. And lastly, evangelism is an important project for Crucified Life Ministries, but not necessarily in the traditional way of knocking on someone's door and getting them to pray Yeshua into their hearts. The main way that Crucified Life Ministries does evangelism is through construction projects. This is our way of living Torah with those around us, no matter if they're Torah observant or not. Some of the construction projects that Crucified Life Ministries has done in the past are as follows. We replaced the roof on a widow's house. We also were involved in building a Messianic fellowship here in Costa Rica with bathrooms. And we gutted and completely remodeled a widow's kitchen and bathroom here in the village where we live. Also, we were involved in putting a sheetrock ceiling in for a small rural elementary school. And my wife helped remodel a widow's kitchen, living room, and floor. Now, for that project, I wasn't actually present because every year during the summer months, I traveled to Alaska to work a secular job on a seining boat for salmon fishing in order to be able to put food on the table and also help support the work that we do here in Costa Rica. But those are a few areas and projects that we have going on that we serve in here in Costa Rica. Now, why do we do what we do? Or why does Crucified Life Ministries do what it does? The reason why is because many years back I took a short-term mission trip to Vietnam. And this actually is what birthed Crucified Life Ministries. After being a believer for several years, I saw with my own eyes what the gospel really was for the first time in my life. And I'm speaking about my experience in Vietnam. I listened to pastors, women, and individuals tell me their stories of being persecuted for their faith, and it caused me to burn with a desire to know Yeshua like they knew him. And shortly after returning from this trip is when Crucified Life Ministries was founded. The brethren in Vietnam encouraged, inspired, and convicted me to pledge the rest of my life in service to the Creator of the universe. So I have them to thank as to why Crucified Life Ministries does what it does. And lastly, why should someone be interested in Crucified Life Ministries? As I've stated before, Crucified Life Ministries has over 15 years of experience serving in the ministry, with the past 11 of those years laboring in Nicaragua and Costa Rica. Our agenda is not to build our ministry and kingdom, but it's to build the Creator's kingdom on the earth as it is in heaven. Crucified Life Ministries' agenda is to promote and push forward other people rather than ourselves. Part of Crucified Life Ministries' mission is to be a platform that believers can use to learn from and receive hands-on experience in the area of ministry training, with the ultimate goal of reproducing more laborers working together to bring in the harvest while preparing the bride of Yeshua. The other part of Crucified Life Ministries' mission is to function as a toolbox. And what do I mean by that? Well, let me give you an example. If you're lacking a tool for the job that the Creator has called you to do, then come on over to our toolbox, the ministry, and open it and look around for that tool that you need. When you find it, take that specific tool out and use it to complete your job. I believe that simplicity makes life very easy, and we need to keep things simple. So if you're thinking of becoming a minister, missionary, or wanting to find your purpose in life, Crucified Life Ministries can serve you in those areas. The training center is very important because it allows you to spend time in a different culture with different people and even learn a different language while being located in an area far away from all the distractions that one is normally accustomed to. The training center will quickly unearth if this is what you want to do with your life. If you decide this is what you want to do, Crucified Life Ministries will do everything that we possibly can to help you become what you want to become, whether it's working in Costa Rica with us, working independently apart from us in Costa Rica, or working in another country. If you decide this isn't for you, this isn't a problem either. It actually can be a blessing. Because if you come down and see this isn't something that you'd really like to do with your life, then praise Yahweh, because through our ministry, we've helped save you from making a big mistake that could cost you very much. And it can cause you actually to become offended towards Yahweh. So another area of interest for leaders of Hebrew roots and Messianic communities in the States is that of outreach and missions. The different areas that have been a tremendous blessing to Crucified Life Ministries and others have come down to serve alongside us are the orphanage work that we're involved in, the nursing home work, feeding the homeless, the indigenous work that we do, the teen camp work, the annual Sukkot feast site, and holding teaching seminars and conferences for the Costa Rican Messianic Hebrew Roots communities. These are all areas that have tremendously not just blessed the Costa Ricans that have been involved in these things, but also the ministers and ministries and people that have come down to work in these areas with us. Believers who have even come down and served in one of these areas mentioned that that we just mentioned, they've returned to their home fellowships encouraged, inspired, and fired up to make a difference. Many adults and teens have taken action and have become involved in some way or form in making a difference in their local communities. And this is all due to them coming down here and being a part of the work that Yahweh is doing here in Costa Rica. So if Crucified Life Ministries can serve you in any way, please don't hesitate to let us know. We're here to serve you as individuals and to serve the body of Yeshua. Thank you so much for tuning into this, and we pray that the Creator of the universe, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, would bless you and your homes and would keep you. Thank you, blessings, and shalom.